instead of take a discount. You said, but I don't interest in him. Instead of don't, I am not interested in him. So am not interested with an ED. You were talking about the movie, you called it tension music, enough to make audience to be tension. Tension is a noun, so you want to use the adjective form, which is tense. Just tense. Tense music. Enough to make the audience tense. You said my cousin's happening when you were talking about that story. The word happening is just not commonly used. Happening. Something that happened to my cousin or my cousin's. That's what I would say. It's a little bit longer, but something that happened to. I want to tell you about something that happened to my cousin. Or you might want to use. You can use the word incident if you want to just use one word. My cousin's incident. Incident sounds a little serious, but that was quite serious, so that would be okay. You said he has no conscious about that. He has no memory of that, or he doesn't remember. To not be conscious would be like you're sleeping. It's different than just blacking out. You can say he blacked out, he doesn't remember, he has no money. And then you said 20,000 won around. Just change the order. Around 20,000 won. Taehoon, you said we should know every day with him, with the guys. You were talking about the gift, right? How do you give a good gift? We should know every day with him, with the guys. So two things. Just know. I would maybe change the word know. We should hang out every day with him, or we should pay attention every day with him. We'll change that word no. And then you said with the guys. It was definitely not, maybe say with them. It sounds a little strange to give it a gender there, a guy or girl, with him. Just with them would be better. Sometimes it's fine to say him or her, but in that situation, just them works better. You said they don't tell me to buy PlayStation. They don't tell me to buy PlayStation means they do not order you to buy the PlayStation. I think you want to say they didn't tell me they bought the PlayStation. They didn't tell me that they bought the PlayStation. They bought it and they didn't tell you. They bought it, but they didn't tell me. Or they didn't tell me they bought the PlayStation. You said the quality is very nice. That's not a mistake. It's okay. But you can also just say it's high quality. High quality. And then you said my iPhone 5 is broken. It was in the past, was broken. Just make sure you're using past tense. And you said having some times with, you would not have an S. Have some time with, or usually we say spend some time with. When you're talking about Mother's Day or your family, we can have some time, no S, have some time with them, or just say spend some time with. Spend is usually used quite often. Heejin, you said, which has been more than 7 decades. You need to add something there after the word been, which has been operating for more than 7 decades, or you can say which has been in existence for more than 7 decades. You said $21.4 billion to spending in Mother's Day. Maybe, oh no, that was him, right? Yeah, that was him. $21.4 billion spent instead of to spending. You said there is a different. I couldn't hear you. There is a difficult type of flower or different type
typical.
Typical. There is a typical type of flower we give. Okay, yeah, that works fine, just pronunciation-wise. And again, the last one was pronunciation-wise. I couldn't understand. Load Shop brand?
Maybe that's a Korean.
Konglish, maybe.
Yeah, Konglish.
Load, like L-O-A-D?
R-O-A-D. Because
R-O-A-D.
the high-end
Road Shop.
brand.
I know high-end brand.
Yeah, it's usually in department store.